put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Reception 18. Mike is a 15. Check my 15. Hey, pick your game up. Mike to the line. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Cut.
On first down, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Gain of 15. First down, Houston.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
3 down. I got it. 89. Check my 33.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Mike, check 30. Come up the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Check 4. Check.
From the gun, Jackson. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore in the middle of last year. Led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Damian Ratley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
To throw again on second down. Watson, he's going to air one out. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. J.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Reset. Target. Check 99. Check 99.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Check line 33. Check line 33. Curl. Hustle. Check 33. Watch the curl.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Watson on first down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. Texans football to start quarter 2, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, 54. Hey, 50. 50's the mic. Let's get the ball. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Record. Mike's 50.
Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Get in the right room. Get set. Hey, the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. In your face. Mike 41.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
41's coming. 41's the mic.
From the gun, Jackson. And a big loss loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a first down throw. Watson flush to his right. He'll try and run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Keep it up, keep it up. Check, 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 check. Where's Tig? Shit, 33, 33.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Trying to get it that time to Stills. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And that'll be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 41.
Now Jackson forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Jackson now. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go. 15 on it. 15 on it. Screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Come on. Come on. Check 24.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hey, 24.
After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's complete to Fuller. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Here we go, 50, 50, Mike 50. Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
From the 50, it's Watson. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
To throw is Jackson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. To throw again on second down. Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Jackson will throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jermaine Kearse in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go, tight end.
The final shot before the break. Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. Watson now. A final shot before break. Going deep for Hopkins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. You got 3 down.
Jackson now, operating from the gun, being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's second down.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
24! 50's the mic. 50's the mic. I got wide. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Go.
Now Watson. He's got Fuller. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the gun on third, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Second and 6 at the 33-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
66.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Flush to his right. Well, everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs. But he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This will be taken very short.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces. In the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch out, left. Safety's creeping.
Watson now to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Running from the gun, Johnson. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Mike 50.
From the gun on 3rd down. Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, check. Mike 50. Check. Come on, Troy. 50. Oh, yeah.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, and it is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On first down, Watson. Dancing to his left. He finds Hopkins complete. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's Watson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On 2nd and 10, Watson steps away to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Reset. Great team. 48 right now. Let's go. All right, T. Let's go. All right, T. Check, check. Lucky, lucky. 3-4.
Now it's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score. Ravens 21, Texans 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Right here, 41 Mike. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, left. Hey, 41's Mike. 41's Mike. You're right, you're right. Quick dash. Come.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Switch.
He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now it's Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 46, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Jackson now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now it's Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
41, Mike.
Again, Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Jackson, buying time to his left. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited? Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Ravens, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Houston, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.